Last time on Sailing Aedis, we explored the islands north of Sicily, including the active volcano of Stromboli, before heading through the Straits of Messina to pick up our newest crew member from Catania, Sicily. So the thing that I've been trying to avoid this whole time has finally happened, unfortunately, and I have burnt my foot on the deck today.
Was it the deck, or do you think it was one of the metal
fittings? I think it must have been one of the metal things on the deck, because I can't feel my feet properly. I didn't realise that I must have been standing on something very, very hot. I have a blister the size of Stromboli. So because I have to bear weight on my foot, we have to try and pad it so it doesn't burst inadvertently.
We've got this bit of foam. We've got one with a ring, one without, which we've been arguing about whether we should have 2 rings or 1 ring with a flat cover, you know, with someone who's been a surgeon for the last 30 years who can't actually answer the question which one's better.
But we're probably going to blame David either way if it goes wrong. Yeah.
There he is. Surgeon.
Ship's doctor.
I'll let the captain sort it out.
Good call.
After strapping up my burn with strict instructions from the ship's doctor, we were all up early the next day to say goodbye to Brenton's parents and Sam and Foucault. We planned to leave that day for a 3-day passage across to Montenegro, but not before sorting out yet another problem.
So we're having a problem with the freshwater pump. Is every time, obviously there's a leak, every time we turn it on, it does its whole self-priming bizzo where it just trying to clear air out of the lines. Marco, the freshwater pump, sits under here underneath the table. We have 2 taps in here. This one here comes from the port tank, and inside here from the starboard tank. Definitely a leak. Yeah, so we've got a lot of air coming in from the port tank, which is really good actually. We can isolate this now. It's off. It should just be coming from the starboard. Yeah, that's cleared the lines. So in here, the back here, that is our tank. The back there. That pipe there is the one we're looking at inside. And what I think at the moment is that connection between the top of the pipe here and this on the inside of the tank was loose, and basically as it's drawing water up, it's pulling in air through that connection. So worst case scenario, I've got to isolate this tank until I get it fixed. But at least we've got the other one. Each of these are 200 litres, so it's not like we don't have any water available. Right, so I'm fairly sure this is the culprit. And what's happened is this top unit's just been knocked. It's cracked this sealant. It's spun, and then it's pulling in air from that connection. I think I'll re-glue it, and then I'll add a thin bead of silicone or something around that edge just to prevent any air getting in there around that edge. Alright, it's all back together. Time to go and check out if Marco can deal with this gear. So I'm going to turn this guy back on. I think we're back in action. Hopefully, cross my fingers, cross everyone's fingers, that is the fix for today. So now just about getting the boat prepared to leave. So, this morning, which is only 12 hours later, the blister popped a little bit. All the fluid's drained out, so we've just taken off the dressing and cleaned it up with some sterile
chlorhexidine
stuff, and then we're going to dry it out and hopefully get it all wrapped up again. Hot things on the boat when you can't feel your feet.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal. It's really shit. It's nasty.
Alright, Kate is officially boarding the boat.
You're here.
How do you feel? Do you feel ready to sail a boat?
I'm ready for a little ride.
We've been up since like 5:30 because they all got up to go.
Yeah. Sicily.
Sicily. So yesterday we came through the Straits of Messina. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Early in the morning. And then
Yeah,
this morning my parents and Sam and Foucault got off the boat to fly out from Catania. Now we are leaving Catania from Porto Rossi, which is a very nice little marina, and we're going to head up the coastline here. Probably we're going to avoid this if possible. We've got some favourable winds.
I'm just going to avoid everything.
And then we'll either land here in an island off Corfu, but we're primarily trying to get up to Montenegro, is what we've decided.
We're hoping for some more wind
We are.
so that we can sail and not use the magical power machine. Claire drove us through like a tiny crevasse to get out of the marina, didn't even flinch.
And you are feeling alright about your first journey? We've probably got
3 to 5 days.
Yeah, probably 2 days of no landfall, maybe 3. Hey, you alright about that?
I'm pretty good with that.
You're excited.
It means I can't use the internet, which is great.
She's excited.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll see how we go.
First dinner on the boat with the new crew.
I know, I overloaded it.
She's overloaded it.
Rookie mistake.
Delicious though.
Yeah,
Big
delicious mistake.
fat tortilla.
It's gonna be messy. It's gonna be beautiful.
So, the weirdest radio thing happened. There wasn't even that much shipping traffic around, but it must have been about 3 in the morning. It was just the sound of a baby laughing coming out of the radio for about 30 seconds.
So creepy. We should have warned you about the weird radio stuff that sometimes happens.
Why would that happen?
Oh, it's
Someone playing it on their phone or whatever into the radio.
That's terrifying.
Last night there was also some music. Like someone for ages was just playing music over the radio.
That's kind of nice.
Had a bit of Bob Marley.
Yeah. Except if you wanted to make a Mayday call.
Oh,
Obviously
yeah.
using up the whole channel 16.
So no Mayday.
So no Maydays while people are playing music over the radio.
Yeah.
Not very good.
You want to just do short,
Short.
little nice. Like one phrase of the
Baby
song.
laughing was not nice.
It's like nightmare,
what is that?
nightmare shit going on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good night though.
We did. We got some
Eventually.
good wind.
Eventually the wind came.
After it stopped flip-flopping.
Yeah.
And now it's died off again. But at least we're around the corner of Italy now, so we can just sort of head north with this bit of wind and wave. Not have to pull the Schoemaker out. So.
Yeah.
Good yawning, sir.
Sorry.
That really added to the...
Stop drooling. We're travelling up the eastern coast of Italy towards Croatia. Montenegro is probably most likely. And compared to the last few crossings we did, and the old man is going to hate to hear this, we are just living the sailing dream at the moment. We've got a beam reach, 15 knots of wind, we've got the Schoemaker out, and we're just sitting on, constantly on, right now, doing 6.5s. Just before we were doing 7.5, 8, so it's nice, it's really nice. At the moment we're pointing at the northern islands of Corfu, but if the weather stays like this for the next couple of days, which is kind of predicted to, we might push on a little bit and get right up into towards Montenegro. So I can finally get out of Schengen with them. We're up to 74 days now, I've only got 90. So we've got to get my visa cleared.
Brenton's caught something big. It could be a fish, it could be a shipping container. Whatever it is, he's reeling it in with a vengeance.
Oh, there it is.
Definitely a fish.
It's definitely something on it. It's silvery white looking thing.
Okay, still could be a shipping container.
Yep, up, yep. That's it, a couple of those. That's it.
Whoa! Jesus Christ, that's a big fish.
Tuna, vodka.
Tuna vodka.
Time to go to sleep. Second fish on Aedis.
Far out.
Or second. Let's get him in here.
What a beauty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's albacore.
Yeah.
What the last one we got is on this little lure. The little red headed bibbed lure.
Again.
I'm yet to catch a fish on the skirted lures.
Which is what everybody tells me.
But this little guy, well, we lost one and we lost the bigger one earlier today to, well, last night to something, a big fish.
A mermaid.
Just took it under the bed, maybe a mermaid. But
Under the bed.
Under the bed, under the boat. Anyway, we won't put that on YouTube. We'll give that to Dad though.
Yeah.
That's his little lure. Awesome. Gonna get some more of them.
What's your problem, Brenton?
I've eaten way too much fresh sashimi.
Yeah.
So I'm going at it still.
Doing your part.
Doing my part.
You've got to eat 2 kilos each.
Fresh fish. Yeah, we got about, we reckon we got about 6 or 7 kilos of fresh meat out of that tuna.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Good work.
Cloudy this morning. Nice. Keeping it cooler. Today's decision day about whether we'll go to Corfu or continue up to Montenegro. We are really going to base that decision on the weather. My time in the Schengen area is coming to an end. Today is day 74 out of 90 that I'm allowed. So yeah, it's basically time to get to that point where I can get out of here, out of the Schengen. Hopefully the the EU officials see this video and go, oh, actually we're crazy. Why would I want to kick these guys out? They're really kind, they're really nice. All they want to do is be tourists, travel around. They don't want to take our jobs. Anyway, maybe next time. Anyway, it's been a really cool sail. We've majority sailed the whole way. We've had sails up since we left. We are absolutely cruising. About 7.5 knots on the beam. 13 knots of wind, pretty flat water. And Jenica's up still, watching out if the wind picks up a bit more, if we need to furl her up, pull out the jib. Hold on to it for a bit longer. Making good headway. 157 miles to Bar in Montenegro. That will be there tomorrow, for sure.
Smashing it out.
Smashing it out.
Smashing it out. So Claire is now hand steering us. We are passing the Nordic
dark to our starboard side, and they've just changed course, and it looks like they're going to get a little bit close. So Claire's doing a mighty job to keep us out of their way in this beautiful sunset.
Rule number 1 on the boat is don't hit other boats. She'll be right.
Go away!
Stop getting so close.
Are they shifting towards us again?
Slightly. I don't know what they're doing.
Maybe someone wants to say hello.
Bloody friendly Norwegian cruise ships.
I feel like they are the type of cruise ship that would be extra friendly.
I think they're a bit too friendly. They're like that person that's just a little bit too friendly. You just feel a little bit uncomfortable about it.
And Brenton's sleeping through it all. Claire just did us a nice crash dive.
We just did a crash dive.
I spent 3 hours avoiding a crash dive last night. And it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, actually.
It was better than hitting a cruise ship.
Yeah. Brenton didn't even wake up. Can't have been that bad. That's right, we'll go this way for a minute, let them go past, and then we'll drive back. But without the crash part.
Less crash, more dive.
We'll be in Montenegro today.
Yeah. Good.
Pretty tired.
So what are we doing, Brenton?
The wind's just perfect at the moment. We're just sitting on about between 7 and 8 knots. We'll be there in 3 hours.
Sweet!
Good. Cruising. This is our latest problem we're having with the wind gauge. It's actually calmed down a bit this morning, but right now it's telling me I've got up to 40 knots, 43, 45, 50 knots even. And clearly we don't. We're flying the Jenica, one reef in the main, flat water, occasional white cap, but certainly not 50 knots of wind. It was interesting seeing 161 knots of wind last night. It was windy last night, but not 161 knots. Last night was a bit hectic.
Bit hectic?
We went in the red spot on predict wind. It wasn't super red, but it came in a lot heavier than what we thought. So we had 3 reefs in. Some of the jib rolled up, but it was fast. We cracked up some miles.
It was really bloody fast.
But we were a bit tired.
On my final night watch, I woke up very early because Claire was making sad noises.
Claire may have had a little cry.
And then I did go back to sleep and Brenton like proper woke me up.
And then what happened after Brenton woke you up?
What did we do? We reefed. So I had to learn how to steer the boat at about 3 in the morning in the dark. It was the first time I steered the boat.
Working.
The wind gauge was broken, the autopilot wasn't working, and I had to hand steer in like 25 to 30 knots of wind. And because he's really kind and thoughtful, he left a delicious block of chocolate on the helm.
And what time in the morning was this when you discovered the helm chocolate?
I reckon this is about 4:15 after I'd dealt with my major adrenaline rush over having to learn how to steer the boat in the pitch black.
Yeah.
At nothing with no autopilot.
Yep.
Finally dealt with everything. I found the chocolate which was sitting right here.
Yep.
And I was about to have some, and then the ocean did a big wave.
Yeah.
And it did a big wave on me and on the chocolate. And then I swore at the ocean and yelled at it a little bit for being a shithead. Fuck the ocean! And then Brenton woke up because I was yelling at the ocean. He thought I was yelling because the boat was fucked or I'd broken something or turned around 180 degrees again. But I hadn't.
You hadn't.
And then when Brenton went back to sleep, I ate some chocolate. it was sea salt dark chocolate. I didn't even have to pay premium Lindt sea salt dark chocolate prices.
You did not.
I just ate chocolate off the helm after the wave hit it.
In Montenegro! No more Schengen zone!
Thank God!
Day 74.
How excited are you?
Good. Let's get a bar. It's
Bit
only
of bar and bar.
4 more miles. We'll be there in half an hour. Well, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we get the printers out. Hopefully the marina, hopefully customs are actually we can get that done today. It's Sunday tomorrow. They're probably all at church.
This last hour is going forever.
Always takes the longest. It's the longest hour on every passage.
And we've been going for 3 days.
Yeah.
That piercing cold, that piercing cold and a very strange concern. Fire to the cosmic sun. Fire to the cosmic sun.
So this is our first, well, we're in Montenegro, in Bar, and it's the first country we've been to where we actually have to officially go into a customs key to clear into the country. And I think it'd be the first time I actually have to take the full proper role of skipper and take all the passports and make sure that we don't have any illegals on board or drugs or whatever. So I think they'll actually come and clear the boat and check it out. And then
We tidied up. Spick and span.
so but the hardest thing is going to be actually
Trying to find the bloody customs dude.
Find the customs. I'll turn it here.
Embrace that cycle, my old friend. Without the dark, there is no light. Look ahead, my friend. Like that cosmic sun on fire.
Next time on Sailing Aedis, we get the full experience clearing customs in Montenegro. You're gonna love it, Kate. It's gonna be just like the first time.
Reenactment of the ocean
You were not
crossing.
making that face when you were driving.
Take 1.
Okay, driving face, Kate.
Okay, so.
Fuck the ocean.
Now eat the chocolate.
I'm eating the chocolate.
No. I'm laughing so much. I'm crying.
Alright. Good reenactment.
Excellent. Nice work, guys.
You need the waves. I can dance.
Brenton's dance is like honed over many miles of very large waves.
The waves are not big enough.
You need waves.
Can you do a little like twirl of it over by the helm over there?
I don't twirl.
Oh.
The idea is that the boat moves under your toes and you don't actually move at all.
Do a bit of that over there by the helm.
There's no room.
He needs a lot of room for the boat now.
See if it'll focus. Probably not. I need to work out the bloody autofocus settings on this camera. Some advice would be great. Panasonic GH5. I would love to know if you can provide a service. Send it straight to the forward locker, port side on sailing vessel Aedis. Thank you very much. Enough of that. Anyway.
This pigeon really wants to live on our boat. It's quite pretty. I think I could make friends with him. Or her. Bit camera shy.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
It's so hot. I'm not even showing my face because I'm so sweaty. And
You're showing my sweaty
Claire
face.
looks beautiful in this heat. She's like
It's
a
actually getting
sweat
a tan
mermaid.
slowly, but
Sweat mermaid. I'm a sweat mermaid. My pants are so sweaty, it's basically a fishtail.
Oh. Let's get a bar.
Bit of bar.
Ba ba ba.
There's lots of sheep there.
Really? Probably. A sheep bar.
Do the sheep get gin? Can
Sheep
we
like it.
could feed gin to the sheep?
4 miles.
Favourite beverage.
What's your Montenegrin accent?
Less Jamaican than yours.
Let's do that.
Everyone is Jamaican.
Montenegro. Do you think they're gonna let us in?
Probably not if we've shown that video.